everybody, how's it going? This is Robert Baker from Guitar Control, and I'm here today to show you 3 cool little guitar tricks just to get some cool, interesting sounds out of your guitar. Just to, spice things up sometimes. They can sound kind of cool to have a little moment of nonsense in a guitar solo or in your playing and stuff like that. So I have 3 of them here for you, and they're going to, revolve around different techniques using guitar. I chose not to do any special ones with the whammy bar because not everyone has a whammy bar. So you can do all of these. Hardtail, if you have a whammy bar, whatever you want to do with them. But not really taps for this one, so I'm just going to kind of show you exactly what I'm doing, but this is going to be a fun one for you. So let's go. Okay, so trick number 1, I'm all pumped up because I get to leave my delay on. Yeah, normally I turn it off for lessons, but not today. Now the first one we're going to do is a little trick I learned from Eddie Van Halen, where he gets a lot of these. They're not false harmonics, they're just normal harmonics. Basically you're going to do a trill, so I'm going to go 4, pull off 2, pull off open on the G. You just kind of keep that going. Now what you do next is you take your right hand and you take the little pump of your hand, or some people actually use like a finger, and they'll do it. I use my hand, and I just lightly let it touch strings. This is a good way to practice controlling how much you're muting the strings, because like, if you open, here you can start to hear those harmonics, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide my hand lightly across the strings. Cool little trick, a little trick technique you can kind of throw out. That's how you can start a solo. The part of the solo is kind of like really building up. Zach Wilde does this a lot. You can do it on any strings is what's cool. It's similar to like if you've ever done the technique where you just kind of pick an open string really fast and lightly get those harmonics up here. It's kind of like that version, but this is like a muted, very like, it just sounds stiff, which is kind of cool. Eddie does it a bunch, like I said. I think it has a nice sound to it. So there's trick number 1. Those right hand muted trilled harmonics. Bam. Number 2 is one, we just kind of mentioned Zach Wilde. This is the one I've seen him do quite a bit, where he'll take a single note and he'll kind of trill it. And a lot of these are like based on trills, but he'll trill and he'll tap behind it, and it just kind of looks cool. He taps with his finger. Sorry, I know I use my middle finger to tap, so I'm going like this. Like I said, it's just kind of like a moment of nonsense, but it sounds cool. It sounds cool to me anyways. And what I'm doing is I'm taking my left hand and I'm muting the high E and B string, so they shouldn't ring out. And then I'm doing that trill on 16 on the G, and I put my right hand on 14 and I just move it chromatically. So it sounds goofy, but I mean, he does it and it always sounds, I'm always like, what was that? It just kind of gets your attention, and sometimes that's what you want in a solo. It doesn't have to necessarily be, like you some kind of crazy shred lick, but you could be kind of like, rocking out. Number 3, what could it be? Well, this is one I got from Randy, and there's kind of 2 different ways you can do a similar style of this one. I have a locking nut, so I can't do the one I'm going to do, but basically I'm going to do another trill, and I'm going to do this one on 7, trilling to 10 on the B string. So now Randy, because if he had his Les Paul to kind of generate that whammy bar sound, he would reach behind the nut and he would push down on it. Now I can't do that because, like I said, I have a locking nut. But you could do that if you wanted to. I don't like to do that. That's not necessarily good for the nut on your guitar. But another thing he would do is he would trill and he'd reach behind the string and grab it and bend it with his right hand while he was doing a trill. It almost sounds like you could do, whatever you want to do with it, but it kind of gives you that whammy bar sound. Obviously, I have a whammy bar, so. kind of hear they sound the same. Obviously, you can't dive a note like this, but you know, that's just kind of a cool little thing you can throw in there. Like I said, just these little things can make a big difference. Or if you're, you know, kind of bending something, you want help bending it, you know, it can just kind of look cool to do something like that. Oh, why don't we throw a bonus one in here? I know the title probably says 3, but we're going to do 4 because this one's bonus. Now, this is for all you whammy bar, you know, fellow Floyd people out there. And what you're going to do is you're just going to take your guitar, turn the volume on, of course, and you're going to compress one of the strings and let it hit your pickup. This is a little spaceship sound, so you're going to do that. And you push your whammy bar down, and it gives you that kind of like that, like the spaceship sound, you know, whatever you want to call it. I learned this from Reb Beach. He does it in a song called Poison Angel. Right for the solo, he like goes, and he goes, you know, whatever the lick he does after that. But that is a little 4 bonus sound for you. You can also do the Eddie. Alrighty, guys, that is gonna wrap it up for us here today. Thank you all for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed that one. Like I said, just some fun stuff to kind of liven up your playing sometime. Hope you dug a little bonus one. I know that I wasn't gonna do any whammy bar stuff. Totally snuck one of those whammy bar licks in there on you. But other than that, I'll catch you all later. Have a great day. Peace out, and I'll see you later.